Being able to play over 6 different instruments, having over 5 years of experience, placing first in several competitive events, and being invited to play solos at different ceremonies, I think I can confidently say that I'm a pretty good musician. Now, I specialize in the brass category, which ranges from a giant tuba to a small trumpet or trombone. Now, my main instrument is the trumpet, the B flat trumpet, because there are several different ones. So, I started in 6th grade, just like anyone else who was in 6th grade middle school band, and I didn't really think of it as much. I just wanted my performance arts credit, just like everyone else, which is reasonable. They wanted to promote on to high school. No one really thought about sticking with the instrument itself and doing it for fun. But I have an older brother, around 3.5 years older, who after school would play the saxophone every day, and I loved it. I love music, and the idea of being able to play it and maybe someday writing my own pieces and playing whatever I want, it made it 10 times better. So, I started off with a beginner trumpet, which can range from $125 to about $500. Then there's the intermediate trumpets, which are $500 to around $2,500. Then the professional trumpets being $2,500 plus. This is a professional trumpet, but I got a really good deal on it because $2,500 is a lot of money. So I got a really good deal on this instrument, and it's one of its own. And yeah, but if you want to start the trumpet today, I will show you a few materials that you're going to need. One is a mouthpiece, much like the one I have here. There are several different models because we each have several different facial expressions and different facial features, like our lips, which is really important. You're going to need your mouthpiece because this is how you're going to put your embouchure to make a sound. Another material that you're probably going to need is valve oil, for if your valves get sticky. Another material is your trumpet body, like this, looks like this. And then an optional material, which I use a lot so I don't disrupt my neighbors. You just push it in, slight twist, and you're good. So, one thing that all symphonies, orchestras, and band, whether it be marching or concert band, have in common is their scales. So there are 12 major scales, and it starts from C, and it goes to G, with its sharps and its minors. Now, the most common scale being the B-flat concert scale. On the trumpet, the B-flat concert scale starts with a low C and ends off with a high C. In all of music, there is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A being the lowest, G being the highest. But after you get to G, it resets back to A, but this next A will be a higher pitch than G. So it's just going to keep repeating like piano notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, with each octave raising up an entire note from the last. So, for trumpet, the B-flat concert scale, which is the most common form of tuning and warming up, starts with our C, which is our open note, no valves. 1 and 3rd is our D note. 1st and 2nd is our E note. 1st is our F note. Open is our G note. After G, like I said, it repeats back to A, which is 1 and 2 again. Then, it's our B note, which is 2nd, and then C again, which is open again. But in chromatic scales, it has its sharps and flats, so it'll sound like this. That's C, low C, to higher C chromatically. Now, for trumpet assembly, you're going to need your mouthpiece and your embouchure. Your embouchure, you're going to tighten your lips like you're saying, that's so good. So you're going to go, Then you're going to create a small, slight opening like you're blowing cold air in the middle of your lips like this. You're going to have a good breathing from your diaphragm. Your shoulders are going to move up. So it's a nice stream flow of air. You're going to apply your mouthpiece with that same embouchure. So you get that buzzing sound. To apply this to the actual trumpet, you have to insert your mouthpiece like this, gently, and a 90-degree twist. Don't do this or push it in too hard because it will get stuck. So after this, like I said earlier, we have our fingerings for our scale, and it sounds like this. And some scales, mostly in higher grades, they have arpeggios at the end, which is basically a note, skip a note, a note, skip a note. So it sounds like this. In this case, it'll be C, and then highest note C, back to down to C. And yeah, so today I went over the basics of a trumpet, the prices, as well as how to assemble and properly care with a valve oil. And yes, one last thing I want to demonstrate to you is how the instrument itself sounds with the mute. You push it in, you twist it, and again, you go. So thank you for watching my demonstration speech, and I hope you guys even take the smallest consideration into learning a new musical instrument. Thank you, and I hope you learned something today.